When you take a standard luxury SUV, widen the body, and drop it inches from the pavement, you create a machine that commands immediate attention. The visual weight of this build comes from very specific choices: flared arches that stretch over the wheels, side skirts that hug the ground, and sharp, geometric lines that overwrite the factory styling. It taps into a common automotive dream: owning a single vehicle with the presence of a hypercar and the perceived ruggedness of a luxury SUV. But choosing that aggressive street presence comes with a heavy physical cost. We need to look past the aesthetics and break down what you sacrifice when you override factory engineering for pure visual dominance. To understand those trade-offs, we can view every SUV as sitting on a sliding scale. On the far left, you have pure utility. These vehicles feature tall suspension, thick rubber, and steel undercarriage plates designed for surviving off-road trails. On the far right, you have pure urban status. This side is defined by track-stiff suspension, minimal body roll, and maximum visual impact on the pavement. A heavily modified build like this Land Rover slams the needle to the extreme right edge of that spectrum. Biasing the vehicle so heavily toward the tarmac strips away the clearance and compliance that gave the SUV its utility in the first place. Let's start with the physical inputs, beginning where the car meets the road. This build uses 23-inch forged aftermarket alloys. Looking at this setup, you can see how the massive rim consumes the wheel well, leaving almost zero room for tire sidewall. The immediate benefit is incredible steering response. Without thick rubber to flex and roll, the chassis reacts instantly to your inputs. The daily cost is a harsh, unforgiving ride. Without that rubber cushion, every expansion joint and seam in the road shoots straight into the cabin, and a standard city pothole can easily shatter a $5,000 wheel. Then there is the aerodynamics, specifically the addition of a low-hanging front splitter. Notice the tiny gap between the lowest edge of this aftermarket bumper and the ground. At 80 miles an hour on an open highway, that tight clearance manages airflow beautifully, keeping the front end firmly planted. But in a parking garage, it becomes a liability. The modification destroys the factory approach angle, meaning steep driveway ramps and standard parking blocks will scrape or shatter the front end. Every modification that makes this a superior street brawler simultaneously makes it a highly anxious daily driver. Luxury car marketing often shows pristine, highly capable SUVs aggressively powering through loose desert sand or deep mud. We have to separate that cinematic fantasy from the reality of this specific build. To see why this vehicle is restricted to the pavement, we look at the concept of clearance warning. This visualization compares the angles required to navigate mild, uneven terrain against the lowered stance of our modified SUV. Standard ruts and rocks sit far higher than the few inches of clearance this aftermarket kit provides. When you drag thick steel factory skid plates over a rock, they slide. When you drag rigid carbon fiber aero parts into hard earth, they shatter on impact. Combine that fragile bodywork with a wide, street compound tire trying to dig into loose mud, and you lose traction entirely. Attempting to drive this through a jungle or desert results in an engineering nightmare. It is a vehicle permanently trapped on the tarmac by its own upgrades. The ultimate decision isn't about whether this is a good car. It's about whether you are the right buyer for this specific build. We use an evaluation matrix to map the ideal buyer. The vertical axis represents primary use, from urban status to rugged utility. The horizontal axis tracks budget, from standard to high. This build lands squarely in the upper right quadrant. The ideal owner is someone who operates strictly in well-paved city centers, values extreme exclusivity, and likely has a dedicated second vehicle for actual utility tasks. You should avoid this build if you intend to tackle trails, snow, or even poorly maintained city streets. For utility purists, the better path is sticking to factory performance models like an SVR or AMG. These balance high power with engineered clearance and a factory warranty. This build is a masterpiece of design, but it is ultimately a pavement princess. Buyers must be brutally honest about their